Hello, everyone. I like that intro. If I
I
don't
want to
say it
try to
myself.
learn how to play it on a keyboard.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the trip. It is Monday. We are, Mr. Tom, anyways, is a week away. A week from now, he'll be talking football and not just preseason. He'll be talking real football, points and everything. So, yeah. Tom,
Yeah,
welcome to the show.
thank you for having me.
Yes. Thank you, everybody who's joining us. First up in the house, we got BX from the Boogie Down. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us.
Do you actually
And
boogie down there, BX?
he's
Out of
from the
interest.
Boogie Down.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm guessing they call it that because there's some boogieing down.
Oh, you could hit him? Yeah.
I'm just asking him.
Yeah. Oh, he'll tell you. He'll tell you about it. Miss
There's no
Melina joins
leading
us. Welcome to
question.
the show, Miss Melina. She says
Hello, Miss
hi.
Melina.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into it. Oof. Well, as I said, we still have two more preseason games. I think by what is it, Saturday? I think is Oh, look at this. He's in before he even got through the intros. Here we go. And last, I guess, but not least, we've got Spencer in the house from Virginia. He's a Bronco in Virginia. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I keep going to like the previous StreamYard links, whether it's for Tom's show or your show for some reason. It's the funniest thing. But
You're supposed to
is,
be like a meticulous person, aren't you?
He's
I am,
basically
but
he's sat on the full Nelson stream going,
Where's everybody? They're not
bit
here.
quiet in here, bit quiet around these parts.
and then I noticed it said ended. I was like, oh, well, there's your first sign. So, but I'm good. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday,
I'm doing
Yeah.
good.
Tom,
Doing good.
Gary, chat room, LBX.
Yes. I'm doing good. I watched some of the Olympics today. U.S. did really good today. They got a couple of. Did they get a gold today? Yeah, I think they got one gold, but they got a lot of silvers today, which weren't probably expected. So yeah, got a what is it? Silver in the team triathlon event. They got a silver in the discus. I don't think that was expected. They got a silver in the pole vault, and that definitely wasn't expected. I don't know if you saw the pole vault. The guy who won it, he basically was clearing. He was clearing the bar like with a foot, and he already won the gold. He cleared it, and you're like, he's got tons of space, and they're like, he's already won the gold, so should he go for the world record?
I see one thing in one of the jumping events.
Yeah.
I know where you're going with this.
I think he knows exactly what I'm going to say. Let's just say that a gentleman, he cleared the bar, but not all of him cleared the bar.
He got clipped, huh?
There was significant clippage.
Ooh, no.
He was basically like, "This is the greatest film of my life. I'm over. Hang on," and he looks down. And he's like, "Hang on, what are you doing there? I've been training. What do you mean I didn't account for being really excited at the Olympics?" And then basically he failed.
Ouch. Yeah, no,
relationship.
the pole vault thing was pretty cool. It took him
Pole
3
vaulted
tries.
the pole.
Yeah, it took him 3 tries, but he got over on the last one. Because even each time he cleared the bar, except for he was so far away from it that he clipped it with his hand. And so he just, had to go a little bit faster. And he cleared it, and he still had space. Huh?
You see the Turkish guy in the shooting?
He's
gone viral, but basically because of how he holds the gun.
I saw that. He doesn't use any of that.
effortless.
He doesn't use any of those he's like an old school guy. He's from
Yeah.
the westerns. All they do is
Yeah.
just shoot. They don't need glasses and all this arm stuff and what?
I see a meme that's it. I can't remember whether it's cat or dog. Let's just say he's got a pet, and someone wrote underneath it because he obviously posted a photo. Let's just say, for argument's sake, he really likes dogs, so he has a photo of him with his dog. Might be a cat though, and it's not important. Anyway, and someone wrote basically, if that dog dies, we're gonna get 4 movies out of this.
joining
everyone
us.
thinks
We
it's
got
John Wick.
Bar Gavin's joining us. He's come in. He's get in a little early. I'm glad to see you early here, so you can get hopefully a whole show, get the whole event. Welcome.
I was just gonna say, like, there's definitely like we didn't send the right people to the Olympics because I'm pretty sure there's at least 2 or 3 good shooters on my street alone. So
Yeah. Hey, I saw a shooter, and that guy was American.
Nah.
So
No, I can tell you the real reason you didn't win in shooting is because the targets were clay pigeons. If it had been a school, you'd have got gold.
I knew you were going there.
I saw Samuel L. Jackson from the Bodyguard. I mean, I know, there you go. So yeah. Welcome, Nick is joining us. Welcome. Big up to you. You're not happy with the swimming, the U.S. swimming, I guess. Hey, they lost to pretty much the best swimmers in this age, in this era. So plus the men are getting old. And Dua Loki is joined us. Welcome to the show. I don't know if this is your first time or not. I don't know if I remember saying that name, but welcome to the show. If you haven't already, subscribe and like. Tom he looks just like Steve Austin.
Hey,
Steve Austin.
Yeah, if you ordered them off a Wish.
Hey,
you ever see that kid that look like he's like
what, you motherfucker, what?
Well, Olympic records dropping. Hey, the U.S. In swimming were the only country to break 3 world records. So I don't know what you're talking about. They did actually all right. Definitely on the women's side. So there you go. Yeah, Lochte and Phelps, and even Caleb Dressel to some degree. Yeah, those days. It's a new age now.
Who's the one that faked the kidnapping at the Olympics in Brazil?
Oh, is that Lochte? I think it was
Yeah,
Lochte.
Lochte.
Right? Yeah, he's not having a good day.
Incredible. Yeah. I love things like that.
Yeah. And joining us also, we've got Brownie. Yeah, so you guys helped him through a stream, I guess.
I mean, if you want to say putting bullshit in the comment section, yes. Although we did have legitimate questions.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes. Welcome to the show.
I was sat in a chicken shop while it was happening.
Yeah. All right. So that was it. Oh, I don't know if you saw the rest of the football, the semis. I think Morocco was up 1-0 on Spain.
Oh, I saw that
but guess what? Yeah, you gotta play all the way through the 90 minutes, sir. They didn't do that. They gave a goal with 5 minutes left in the game, and they lost in extra time. Egypt, I think. Egypt wasn't.
Did
they were
France
down.
beat Egypt?
Yeah. France came back and beat Egypt. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the underdogs had a chance, but you gotta play all the way through the 90, and then 100, and then an extra 30 as well. So there you go. But Spain will be playing against France. Elise looked really good. So that was
Spain and France having good young footballers.
Yeah.
Imagine how shocked I am to discover that.
Very true. And the Spain players aren't players I know, though. Like, I know some of the French players. I don't know much of the Spanish players, though. So
they probably all play for Real Madrid B team. Probably. I don't know that as fact, but it's probably going to turn out to be the case.
True. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the video. They showed a video, and this is I guess this is getting into English football. Emile Smith-Rowe's first match for Fulham. He made a nice one touch to the wing on the outside, and ran through the middle and put a header through for a goal. It's like, wow. So yeah, good for him. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah, that balling with the Argentinians, that was a little bit of a stain on the games. But
Argentina have put a stain on football in general, in my opinion.
I mean, it was kind of expected, though, right?
She won.
Yeah, probably was not a good matchup just because of what's going on right now. Anytime they play for a little bit, it's going to be tense. You know, when they get back to their teams and are playing with those same players, you know, is it going to be that tense?
Possibly.
Yeah, because didn't and I really don't like getting into like the minutia of Premier League bullshit. But apparently, all the Chelsea players, all the black Chelsea players, unfriended Enzo on Instagram or whatever.
True.
Now, I don't know what that really means in the scheme of things.
Well, I know they've asked him to do certain things to at least show that he's going to take some, I guess, reprogramming in terms of, you know, what. And I don't think you need the reprogramming. I mean, you should know this already by now, but you know, you're asking them to do some things, so we'll see if that works out for them. But yeah, read the room.
I find it really silly. Like, it's amazing what people will do when they feel comfortable within their own culture, in like, or their own friendship group. Because I'm pretty sure most people in that situation would sit there and feel like, oh, wait a minute, I actually hang out with a lot of black people. So basically, to put it bluntly, like, maybe I shouldn't sing this song. And I certainly shouldn't be filmed singing this song.
And then I shouldn't go live with it. All these things that just like, you know, like the trifecta of like what not to do if you are trying, you know, I don't know, trying to look like a nice person, you know, be a good person. So I don't know.
20-year-olds making shitty decisions. Imagine my shock.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, one of the Florida Gator players back in the days went to a concert, recorded himself saying the wrong
Yeah,
word.
Riley Cooper.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the problem also.
That was a drunk person, which is not an excuse, but you know, that means it's in there, right? When you're drunk, you don't usually say things you aren't thinking at the least.
Yeah, I mean, they're just, I would say they're kind of empowered too, right? Because it's,
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to touch on it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephen joins us from Canada. How you doing, sir? Working again. Hope your day's not that busy as it's been over the last couple of weeks. Hopefully, it's a little less stressful, a little less. You know, hopefully, there's a lot of clear air around where you are. Let's just say that. And Bronny brings his knowledge. Yeah. There you go. Like you said, B teams all around. Same thing with Germany, right? Probably B teams probably save them and say, look, you don't need to go anywhere. We'll keep you here until we bring you in. So there you go. Isco started out from Malaga. So there you go.
It's true.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and that's interesting because that's, you know, shows, I guess, some loyalty to their country. Right. But I think when you win stuff, it probably makes it a little bit easier to say, I want to stay, right? If you're coming up through the city academy and you're coming up through, I don't know, Southampton or any of the other teams, it's not the same in terms of like, maybe I want to stay here. Maybe I can get it, you know, make it to the first team here. All right. Makes it a little bit easier to want to stay, even if it means, you know, maybe I don't go out yet. So
I still find it really funny that Man City made a documentary, as in, they call it a documentary. Really, it just functioned as an advert. It was the footballing equivalent of whipping your knob out and basically going, "Look what we've got." Because sorry, getting ahead of myself. But it was basically there was no jeopardy in this documentary. It was like, oh, we drew a game and then we proceed to win the next 17. Like, I got really tense there for a second. But generally speaking, their documentary literally functioned as, we have the best of everything. Come and look at it. And that was it. It was really boring. I was like, where's the narrative? Like I watched the Sunderland one. Sunderland turned up thinking they were going to be really good, and it turned out the opposite. Like, they were really shit, and they were in a relegation battle from the start. It was great. My favourite bit was when Leeds turned up there and beat them. Well, I didn't see that coming. and I support the team that beat them. I forgot that we beat them because we were shit too. So that was a surprise. See, Netflix managed to surprise me in the documentary. Whereas, you know, the Man City one, it's like, oh, Man City win again. Man City win again. Oh, all or nothing. Well, you all know the jokes that we made when it was Tottenham. It's Tottenham's turn. It's like, all or nothing. Well, you go nothing, don't you? It's Tottenham. but yeah, excuse me, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, someone's new here.
Yeah, so we got Arsenal FCNG. Welcome to the show. He's new here, or she's new here. Welcome to the show. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, and check us out. Listen to what we got to say. All right, get back to it. You guys didn't see the Fulham highlight? I just saw it on Twitter. So really, it was an early nice play by him. Nice little one, and nice first touch out to the wing though. And then he ran through the middle and was able to get to the cross before the defender. Very nice for the score. So hopefully that works out for him. Everybody thinks we sold him for cheap, but I think we sold him just right.
You watched Fulham?
I watched a Twitter post that had ESR in it.
Okay,
so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Do you know how much of Somerville for West Ham I've watched?
I said it was on Twitter. I didn't go out my way. I was scrolling through.
It's fine.
And it was there.
Yeah, how much have you watched?
Yeah.
The answer is 0, by the way.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm not going out my way to watch Fulham. All right, unless we're playing them. Okay.
I'm probably not even going to watch their opening game on Match of the Day or whatever, because it will literally depend if I have literally nothing better to do. Like the very definition of it, then I might watch the highlights.
Yeah.
He's more likely to watch Ryan watch Match of the Day than he is to watch Match of the Day himself. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's exactly what nothing better to do really means.
I mean, we got 2 years of doing this, so.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think they think we sold him for cheap, but the injuries are going to knock it down. Gallagher, I don't think has had injury issues.
Yeah, I mean, Smith Rowe, the talent's there. Like, that's not even a question. It's whether he stays healthy.
Yeah.
And of course, what's going to happen is if he stays healthy and finds a way to never get hurt, we're going to hear it. We're never going to hear the end of it. But $34 million for his injury risk is actually pretty decent, in my opinion.
I think so. I mean, that's how I'm going to justify it, anyways. You know, I expect him to do well because he you know, I don't think he'll have to do the same things that he has to do that Arsenal requires. So, and hopefully, it'll be less of a strain on the body. So, but yeah. Also, yeah, I was gonna say that Gallagher went to a pretty big club too. All right, so it's not like he went to a Fulham level club in another country. Right, he went to a kind of a top team, if I recall, Atletico Madrid. That's pretty big. All right, they win stuff.
He went to Spanish Burnley.
Spanish Burnley. That's where you think Atletico Madrid
they are
is.
Spanish Burnley. They literally are.
But they win stuff. But they win. Okay, but they win stuff. They've won stuff. They have one big trophy, at least one.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, so
when's Burnley last won the league?
Trophy.
When was that? In the last decade?
2 seasons ago, they won the championship.
The champion? No.
No, they won the league they were in. No, they won the league. They can't win the Premier League when they're in the championship.
That's like saying I won the Premier League. Oh no. I won Eridasi, or I won
They've got as much chance of winning La Liga as Atletico Madrid have got of winning the Premier League. So
it's levels that we're talking about.
So what you just heard here, Gary, is if Leeds win the championship, he's gonna be like,
that's like winning the Premier League, you know?
Dude, we won the championship in this decade. We've won. So
it's like a Premier League win. I get it. Yeah.
No,
I mean, we're not knocking it.
Couldn't celebrate it though. You literally couldn't celebrate it because because of COVID, Gary. There were rules.
You couldn't celebrate it. You were just sitting in your house, just like what? You just went to sleep.
Well, yeah, I was literally sitting in my house because I wasn't allowed to leave my house.
They didn't have the same freedoms we did, Gary.
Oh, I didn't break the rules. All right, I stayed home too.
A lot of Leeds fans did break rules.
Yeah, yeah.
They were outside that stadium within 4 minutes of West Brom. Ironically, within about 4 minutes of Emil Smith Rowe's goal for Huddersfield.
Yeah.
On loan, which actually won us the championship. Sorry, promoted us, didn't win us the championship. But in all seriousness, look, tell you that if we win the championship this year, I'm going to claim it as a proper trophy.
No, you won something, yes,
why
but
wouldn't I?
but we're not going to compare Atletico Madrid and Burnley. That's what we're not going to do.
No,
that's what you did, but we're not going to do that. We're not doing that. No, we're a legit channel. We don't do that. We don't say stuff like that. Come on, that's not even. Nah, come on.
We do nothing but say stuff like that, Gary. I know you got a few new people in.
There's nonsense in it. It's like, nah.
I know you got a few new folk in tonight, and you're gonna sit here being all like, "Oh, we do serious football."
I would call you out for this if it didn't matter who. If it was just me and you talking, I'll be saying the same thing. Nah.
You can lie to yourself, Gary. You can even lie to the new people.
The people know where I'm coming from. When you say you're nonsense, I call you out on it. Even Spencer got in on it. He usually is your buddy. He's like, nah, I don't think so. I think he almost got off the floor because he's nah.
You're supposed to make fun of your buddies.
That's why I was calling him out for it because it was nonsense and it made no sense. That's what I did.
I'd be offended if you all didn't.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm right. They are a Spanish Burnley. They have better players than Burnley. Because they've got 70,000-seater stadium. They should have better players than Burnley. They built a new stadium. The stadium's massive. They should have better players than Burnley, and yet they still choose to play the same way as Burnley, which arguably makes it even worse.
Why isn't it Burnley playing like Atletico Madrid?
So I'll tell you another way.
No. See, that's where you're still going. You're going down. I'm not letting you go down that road anymore. Let's stop. Get off the road.
Come
on
that
off the road. Get off that road, man. Get off Decor. Road is out. Bridge is out. Don't even try to cross.
The more you sound wrong, the more I'm convinced.
The more you sound wrong. Is that you?
The more you say I'm wrong, the more convinced I am that
I'm moving on. Anyways. ESO went for more money than be expected. I think that was a good money for him. You know what? He's got more potential than the other two attackers that we have. That a lot of people want us to let go. So, for potential is key in this thing. If you get him,
quiz, Gary.
No, I don't want you.
Let's play a quick pop quiz. Which team from West Yorkshire has got a 100% win rate in pre-season?
I don't care.
It's Leeds United and no one cares. And you told Brownie earlier he didn't care. So why are you bringing it up now?
I know exactly. So he brings all this stuff up. I don't care.
Hey. You can only beat who's in front of you, and we beat everyone that was in front of us, including Valencia.
And you know what you get for that? You know what you get for that? You know what you get for that? You see the trophy? It's in my hand. Here's the trophy. Enjoy. You see it? See it right there? Have fun. It's all yours. Yeah, get DVD and all that.
No, we're not going to release DVD because we're not Tottenham.
Yeah. Well, you're acting like it.
Leeds were so impressed with the preseason record of 100% that Roman Reigns decided to return. That's what happened.
Yeah. If he goes and he looks good, you know what? He needed to go. That was the thing. Sometimes you need to leave because he's not going to get the playing time with Arsenal. So there you go.
I mean, if you can get 30 plus for an academy kid, I think that's good regardless.
True.
I mean,
Colonel Ward joins us, and he's got something mean to say, I think.
He called me a potato.
See, yeah, there you go. Oh, man. Wow.
I did well at that, by the way.
You did. You just said he loves you.
You should.
Wow. Colonel, you got problems. If you love Mr. Tom.
I was going to say, Gary, are you a maths textbook?
Not even gonna. I'm not
Yeah.
even.
Barry,
I'm
are you a
paying
maths
attention.
textbook?
I am not even taking a bait. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I don't even want to get involved. I'm not. Let's move
Excuse
on
me.
from whatever you're about to say. The one thing is that Emil Sufro and Wobie will look pretty good together. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm not even partaking in whatever you're about to. This is the nonsense segment, and I don't want to be part of it. Oh, look at this. See?
He's see, he's going along with my Spanish Burnley
Yeah,
theory.
yeah, because you know what? He rolled the dice today, and it came out all wee little man. That's what it came up. So you're on his good side today.
So you're saying this is Spanish Burley. Can we make an argument that Atletico is the English I messed it up. English Burnley? English whatever.
It doesn't
Why are
roll off the
you?
tongue
Why
as
are
well.
you?
Hence why
Don't
it's Spanish
embellish
Burnley.
him. Do not say anything in the positive to what he just said.
I didn't embellish him. I just butchered my
you
own
did.
joke.
You're like, yeah, you're going along with it. How about, no.
No, it was bad. Brutal.
Yes.
Oh, no,
Yes.
I
Yes.
was right.
Yes. Brownie gives a Jack Wilshere vibes. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Taib joins us. Hey, Taib. Welcome to the show. Yeah. People expecting Jerry Springer these days from YouTube. Are we? I don't think we're Jerry Springer. Mr. Tom tries to get us there. We're not going there. We're not going there.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of harmless fun.
Yeah. That mentality makes me want to quit. Quit what?
Not here. I'm on YouTube in general.
Oh.
They're expecting Jerry Springer type fights. I ain't gonna be part of that.
No.
We don't do that here.
Oh,
Yeah.
girl. You ain't touching my man.
So should I just mute him or something? He's gonna bring up all his favorites from Jerry Springer. I don't remember any of them because they're stupid.
100% true.
We've watched them before.
Everybody's watched Jerry Springer. You can't
I'm
not.
talking within the last year. If they pop up on
No,
YouTube.
I've not.
If you need a pick me up, watch Jerry Springer. Watch Ricky Lake. You'll be all right.
We had an English version called Jeremy Kyle, but the difference was they aired it at 9:25 in the morning, so it was a PG version of what would happen on Prime Jerry Springer, but they had to take it off the TV because one of the people failed the lie detector test, was so adamant that he didn't fail the lie detector test, but he was basically gaslighted in, oh, you definitely failed it. So he basically killed himself.
Ouch.
Yeah. Stefan's Jamie Vile. He should have been called.
Oh man,
it was disgusting. It's disgusting.
Right. Going through my bookmarks because I was trying to get you away from all the thoughts that you have in your head right now.
I have a lot of thoughts.
I know, that's why I'm trying to get you away from it. Can you please talk about tomorrow's game? I guess you're in England, right? So it's tomorrow for you.
Tomorrow.
On Wednesday, or for you tomorrow, we're playing Bayern Leverkusen. So Xhaka is coming home.
Oh, is it that Emirates FA Cup or whatever?
Yeah.
You're bringing back the Emirates Cup?
It was back last year.
We do it.
Yeah, I don't care about last year. It was gone.
So what do you mean we're bringing it back? It's not. I'm confirmed. I'm letting you know it's not coming back. It was there all along.
Well, no, but it felt like it went away for a while. That was all.
It might have.
I don't think you played it during COVID.
Did anybody play it during COVID?
Well, definitely not the Emirates Cup.
Oh, there you go. Now, you know what I'm looking for? I want to see how this California kid does. I'd like to see Nweri and Skelly play. And Timber, hopefully he'll play as well. I don't know if that works for our lineup, though, because I think California and Timber might be competing for the same spot. Maybe give Ben White a break, right? Let Timber and California play the fullbacks. That'd be cool.
I still feel light in the fullback area, if I'm honest.
You what?
I still feel we're light in the fullback area.
What do you mean? We've got Ben White, we've got Tomiyasu, we've got
Tomiyasu when he's healthy.
Timber, we've got Kyoyo, we know can play a fullback.
Okay.
Right, and Calafiori, of course, can play. I think we've got at least, that's what, 5?
I mean, I don't really count Tomiyasu because I feel like he's always injured.
Yeah, but then that's well then I guess maybe you're saying we only got 3 then?
I mean,
Well,
you got
4.
4.
You got 4 because Kiwior and Calafiore are our new.
Really, if you think
fullbacks.
about the back line, that's really 6. Because of Gabriel Saliba, Kiwior can play I would just to me, Tomiyasu would become a backup center back at this point.
Well, you know what? Based on availability and making him available, allow him to be available when we need him. Yes.
But my thing also is I feel like the fullback position requires so much more running than the center back position. So, like, in my opinion, it stresses the legs out more. Like, I just wonder what if the Tomiyasu's body is more meant for center back.
Well, hopefully he's not playing center back when Partey's playing the 6. Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, if that becomes the issue, then we've lost either Gabriel or Saliba, right? Like, then that's a bigger issue. But
true. Yeah. No. Hopefully this Mikel Moreno, that is actually happening. It sounds like it is, but then it sounds like it isn't. You know, when you listen to the Twitter world.
I feel like you know that's an interesting if they bring him in, but I still feel like we need another winger or forward, one of the two.
For sure.
Just for competition's sakes at this point, man. Because if you're not gonna, if Eddie, you got to move Eddie on. It's got to be. If you could bring in another winger to bring competition to Saka, like I'd be pretty happy with this at the end of the day. But or even competition for Martinelli, whichever side, it doesn't matter. Well, we need another option because now you've shipped away Smith Rowe. That was a goal scoring threat, right? Because you would thought of him more forward attacking minded. So now who takes that spot? If you go look at the bench, if you go with your full heavy lineup, who becomes the answer on the bench?
Kind of like to feel like hopefully that is Jesus to some degree, if he can stay healthy, right? Because that's the same thing with Milsov Rowe. Like Milsov Rowe is a threat, but he's not healthy. Well, Jesus is a bigger threat, but he's not healthy. So, but hopefully he's healthy now since he did nothing all summer, but get ready for, this season. So, expect. I hope to see him play. I hope to see him really actually put a threat on the back on the back line of Bayern Leverkusen. So he's going with that.
So
he's going with Timber. He's going with Timber and for Saliba, huh?
So question that we got here is this game being streamed for free or do we have to pay for it?
I've only seen pay to play, whatever you want to call it, pay to view. So so I haven't seen anything for free.
Yeah, I may not get to be able to see it tomorrow. Got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. ESPN does not have it. Well, it's not. It's Wednesday, so you still got 2 days. Well, I guess it would be 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock.
That makes sense there. Like I said, tomorrow's game.
Yeah. So that's why I always want to see some of the new people and the young kids play. I assume we'll probably. I don't know. Will he put Saka in immediately because he's back, or will he let him give him a day off from playing? Because he just came in, I think, yesterday or today. So he was like the last one in, I think.
I mean, you could give him 45. That's what I think he gets. Whether it's the second half or the first half is still up in the air, but he's probably going to get 45 tomorrow. We might not. I mean, I don't know. I hope he doesn't get any game time, but there's got to be probably another closed door game before I'd imagine the season starts. I'm sure there is one, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I said hi to you, Stefan, but welcome to the show. Stefan joins us. Can't stand. He agrees with you on something. So there you go. Sure.
Broken clock's right twice a day, Stefan. So
Eddie must stay. So I don't. You know what? Only way Eddie stays is if he's going to play him. If he's not going to play him, I don't want him. If Arteta doesn't see a way to get him on the pitch, then he can't play. He can't stay. Yeah, that's my thing. It can't be the same thing that happened last season. We need goals. We need some goals. We need some goals to be scored. Everybody is just running around and doing nothing. Let's get something different going on. Let's bring on a scorer. If that's Nketiah, cool. But he needs to have some confidence that when he comes on, he's coming on for a reason, not because the game's over. You know what I mean? Like at some point, he has to be a part of this squad, and Arteta needs to get something out of him so we can enjoy watching Eddie play, which sounds kind of crazy.
My argument would be is if you don't get a replacement, then you got to keep him. That's the only.
If you're going to keep him, you've got to play him for me. If you're not going to play him, then you should get the money.
And then you try to open the conversation about the Ivan Toney, or even
I heard Osimhen is like on the table again. Like all of these guys are kind of rotating in and out. Like
a lot of time left in the window as well. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, we're August 5th, August 31st. I think is the close. That's 26 days to develop something. Anything can happen.
Yeah. You think they're going to just go straight to Raya?
To start?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I think that's said and done. I don't think you'll see Ramsdale except. I think we talked about that last week. That one you have a lot more power with, but the problem is the contract is backloaded, so it's 120K, and I don't know what the average backup goalkeeper salary is in the Premier League, so I don't know. That becomes hey. So this is where it makes sense. You hold on to Ramsdale, you make him stay, and you go spend your money on Victor Osimhen or whoever, and then you move on for Ramsdale kind of for what you paid for him, but you had your backup role kind of set. So it's kind of this like we paid a little extra to have a competent backup, but we went and got the striker we wanted. So you sacrifice a little bit of selling power to main. Do you see what I'm saying on that? So
no. If we can get an Osimhen, a Gyökeres, I mean. I think a lot of people even think Tony once again will be an added player to bring in. I mean, there's some people that think he is equal to. He's not better than Havertz, but for me, if he's equal to or just a little bit behind Havertz, for example, depending on how you look at the stats, well, that's better than what we have now because we have Nketiah who's not at any level close to Tony. You know what I mean? So if you're going to improve, then improve the floor. And if you bring the floor up to just below the ceiling, that sounds good to me. That means you can go with either one, and we know they offer something a little bit different, right? They offer something a little bit different. So what does it say? He misses you. So there you go. Colonel is back in love with you.
You can't believe everything he says.
Oh. But that's I think all right. I don't know anything else on the game on Wednesday. Like I said, I don't necessarily I don't care about the win as much as I want to see some of these players play in the roles that they're going to continue to play in. And I kind of felt like those young kids need to get some time just so I feel like they're going to be part of the squad going forward. Mr. Tom, anything you want to say, or are you doing your thing?
No, I'm just listening to the Arsenal nonsense.
The Arsenal nonsense. See, people. This is what he doesn't. This is what he brings to the table, and he's bringing nonsense, and he's calling this nonsense. So
it is nonsense.
It's not nonsense.
To me, as a Leeds United fan, it's nonsense because it's not about my team.
It's not nonsense.
It's literally nonsense.
It's not.
Literally nonsense.
Yeah.
Because you're speculating. You're all speculating on things you don't know are true.
So what are we supposed to do? To sit here and go, well, we signed Calafiori.
Yeah.
And Eddie Nketiah is still up in the air.
Yeah.
Mikel Moreno is still up in the air.
Yeah.
That's it, really.
I know this sounds stupid. I don't care if we lose 5-0 on Wednesday. Just nobody get injured.
I'll take that as well. I'll take that. I think Mikel Moreno can start for us. So I don't. If Jorginho can start for us, Mikel Moreno can definitely start for us. Partey, we'll see, right? I mean, I don't know what anybody saw from Partey that looked promising. It looked scary to me.
Well, that was the big thing I thought about last Wednesday. Is everything I saw was more of like mental errors on our team's fault, or our team's part.
Well, I was just gonna say, like the goal that United scored, that was a striker taking advantage of a young kid.
Yeah, it's hard. You can't really take that much out of that, and a third string back goalkeeper at that too, right? I mean,
yeah. I mean, he definitely took advantage. He'll never do that in the Premier League because what what backline player will give him that much power now? You know, so enjoy beating up the little 17-year-old. You know, because they said we were doing that to them in the game, and I'm like, dude, you scored your goal because of that, right? And then they scored. Didn't they score? They scored a second goal. No, who scored the one goal that we didn't? One of our youngsters fell over. The defensive player kind of decided to dribble through the defense, lost it, and then
Liverpool, right?
that was a Liverpool match. Okay.
I think so.
No. That was a Bournemouth match, I think.
We only get one goal against United, and then I think one against Bournemouth.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like the comedy value, all right? Yeah. Like I said, I think Mikel Moreno, if he joins, he can start for us. And you know what? If I thought, look, Moreno, Jorginho, and Partey would start equal parts of the season, I would be happy for that.
That's a really good rotation right there, because if you think about it, you got Jorginho's age. We talked about the 3 games a week. Partey, you just never know what you're going to get. Mourinho, and then you also got to figure out Rice coming back. Yeah. That allows him to push higher up into an 8 role, right? He could still play 6 some games. I think the big issue, and the thing I thought I saw last year, is really everything's really about getting a good balance and making sure you have a rotation and players that can play multiple positions. And people hear that and they're like, oh, no. It doesn't mean that, you want players that are versatile. Like Vieira's played a little bit of right wing in some of this preseason. I saw it last year. I feel like that's potentially where he wants to push him. Because when I look at Vieira, I don't think he has the size for midfield. He seems a little light. What I mean is,
I don't know where he can play though. Where can he play though? Because look at what he does. He doesn't have the pace of a Martinelli, and he doesn't have the strength of a Saka, which is kind of how we play a little bit. All right. So what does he offer?
I mean, he's got pace, but he's not going to be as fast as Saka or Martinelli. I mean, I don't think there's many players on the team as fast as Martinelli.
Yeah.
But it's that rotational piece, right? It gives you another answer, another option.
Maybe to close out games and stuff, or maybe to rest your rest Saka or whoever is going to come on. But
well, that's why you always talk about the man management and rotating players. Well, this is where you have to push in,
for sure.
And that's like, I know people get mad at me when I say this, and I'm not bringing it up. But Zinchenko has a role when you play a 15th place team. If you can't move on from him right now, you're not. That's why you brought Calafiori in. He's.
Yeah. Here's the problem with that: is what side are they going to go at? No matter what team we're playing in the Premier League. They are going to test them, especially a team lower in the table.
Oh, for sure. I mean, but I also saw on Wednesday. I mean, there was one play where Zinchenko's all the way to the right touchline, and I'm like, "You're playing left back today, dude. What are you doing?"
Yeah. No,
there's a player there, but I just don't think it's a fullback. That's the only thing.
Yeah. Well, he's not. He is not. He's not moving him.
He doesn't have the position. To me, he doesn't have the positional discipline of a fullback. That's my problem.
You have to know when you're up at midfield and there's nobody behind you, and you see Salah running at you. Maybe it's time to reach out and touch someone. I don't know.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Maybe
it's time to reach out and touch him. Just make him stumble a little bit. You got to make that dive.
If I win the lottery, I won't tell anyone, but there will be signs. It's the same vibes there, Zinchenko. When you know what I'm saying? When Mo Salah's right next to me. I mean,
you got to take him out. I don't know. Mr. Tom would agree.
I mean, I seen 2 red cards when we went that Real Madrid Arsenal game I went to in 2019. There was reds in that game, but I think they allowed the players to come back on. So, yeah, but
yeah, well, he had to do something. And he had to, as you said, he had to know what it's all about when he's got Salah in that situation. Reach out, touch someone. This is probably Eddie Nketiah. You didn't want him at Ipswich. Is that what you're trying to say? He might play good for you there. The man's scored what is it? We got a brace and and a hat trick that people talk about all the time. So there you go. Has Hines showed you enough? I think right now as a third goalkeeper, but as a backup, I'm not sure about that just yet. I think he needs more games. Yeah, yep, he needs more games. There you go. Yeah, Arsenal is monitoring the Alvarez situation. And, that doesn't sound too promising. Plus, it's like if he's coming, he's starting, right? And if he's starting, then what does that do for Havertz?
So, because he can play multiple positions up top, right? They're not. Bottom line, they're not selling Julian Alvarez to us. Period. That's just not happening. Would I take him? Absolutely, but
he wants out. So it's more. It's not one of those things. He wants out. It's not like he's a problem child or anything, right? So, yeah, it's probably a far-fetched one, but probably not going to happen.
That screams Chelsea all over it. That's what that move screams. Like Chelsea would buy him. Yeah. But I'm sure. But I mean, yeah, I think City probably doesn't want to sell any players in the league because Cole Palmer worked out. Look how better we got with Jesus and Zinchenko. Like they probably don't want to do that again. But,
yeah,
I mean, that'd be a hell of a rotation. Alvarez and Havertz up there, and then you could play Trossard every once in a while, but he plays the left side. I mean, that's another answer off the bench, right? For sure, or even a starter, however you want to slice it. I think.
Well, you figure if you bought a 65 mil Havertz and he has to start, that if you buy a 70 mil Alvarez, he has to start, right? Kind of, we're going to go down that money now.
You know what's going to happen, right?
What?
Your favorite Havertz going to play your favorite position.
Yeah, I know. That's what he actually looked pretty good in that position because he did save our butt a couple of times. That one time when he came back and he took the ball off the attacker from behind, yeah. So he looked actually pretty good. But I kind of feel like he can do it, but I don't consistency with that. I think is the problem. I don't think we're going to get that every time. So
I think when you go back to last season, the big thing is we had so much uncertainty when Timber went down and Partey. It was just a calamity of just unknowing, and that's the scary thing at this point. But maybe also really good at this point. We kind of know who the starting 11 is going to be going into the season. Where last year there was a lot of question marks at times, and you can argue it cost us. Maybe it did, but needless to say, having the lineup solidified going into the August 16th match against Wolves is going to be. I mean, that game's not going to be easy, but you feel a lot better going into that game knowing who your 11 is. But the big thing is we got to be ruthless this year. Score goals, put sides away early if you can. That's why, as much as I love the left back to me was probably the biggest need in the offseason. But the second one has to be winger. Easily that we need other attacking answers. Because there's going to be days when guys aren't going to be answers to the question. It's just you're not going to be scoring goals all 38 games.
Well,
so.
Nobody plays the same game 38 times.
Nope.
So like Saliba did he look good in every game? Probably not. There was a dip in what his level, right?
Yeah.
And we were able to live with it because it's Saliba. But if somebody could have come in and given him a break in a game against maybe a lower level team, maybe he would have come back fresher for the next game or something like that, where we needed him more. Like when you're winning 4-0 and 5-0, you probably don't need him as much, right? Even if he didn't play in those games, we probably will still might be able to get a win. Why is tomorrow's game not viewed as a tune-up? Says Bargaff. I kind of feel it is a tune-up, so I'm not sure about that. I think all these games preseason are tune-up, right? Either you're trying to find your 11. I think if we didn't bring anybody in, we have our 11. That's the thing. I think Arsenal is at that point where we could just we have an 11 we can play with. If we can better it, perfect. But we don't need these games to like find our 11, which some teams do. Like Mr. Tom, your team probably needed to find their 11 based on where they were last year, and players lost and stuff. What are you looking at me like that for?
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Did you use these preseason games to figure out your 11, or did you think he already knew what his 11 was?
I think he's trying to find out. Daniel Farker is trying to find out his best 11 with what we currently have, because that is constantly changing. Because it feels like every time I blink, we've sold a player. That may not literally be the case. I'm being facetious, but
yeah. No, you mean you lost Archie Gray, right? And he was, I believe, didn't he start for you?
yeah, out of position though.
But he started, so he took a position. So now you get somebody in the right position, and hopefully can play the position a little bit better, because they know it. They know it. Yeah. So I see tomorrow as not as a tune up. I think I don't know if that's what you meant, but yeah. Yeah. Bargav, I'm going to tell you this. This is me. Preseason is not useless. If every time you stand on the pitch is another time to showcase what you got. So for me, I think every time you're on the pitch, it's a plus. So yeah. No, I don't think it's a waste. I think it's needed. If you're not using the preseason, like when these players go away and they need to work on things when they come back, hopefully they've been working on them. I know they've been taking vacation, but they need to work on certain things. Sackett did that, right? He needed to work on his right foot, I think it was, and he came back the next season. His right foot was better. So I think players should be doing that. Talented, but at 22, you probably need a good loan move, maybe a high-level championship. Yeah. No, I think yeah. As a goalkeeper, I think if that's about Hein, yeah. He looks good, but he needs more playing time, so he'll be ready to play with the big boys. Yeah, that's a lot of money for these tickets. It's crazy. Yeah, crazy. I did spend a lot of money when they were here, but not $300 worth. And then I actually, you know what, Mr. Tom? I bought my tickets and I bought like 4 tickets and I sold 2 of them. Covered all the cost of the tickets. So I bought 4 tickets and then I sold 2 for the price of the 4 I bought. It was crazy. People really wanted those tickets. I don't have that much money. I don't have money to do that.
Yeah, and the real pleasure would be you're probably going to be sat next to the 2 people you scammed.
You know what's funny?
And you're going to be watching the same thing, yet they've paid for you to watch it.
Yes.
That's the true beauty of it.
It was crazy. Yeah. I didn't realize it, but I bought
a hot dog, whatever. Sit there and go, look at them, go, I'm still in profit.
I know you guys pay for this hot dog. Thank you very much, sir.
And when the game finishes, you turn to them and go, was it worth it?
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
No, but you can think it.
Yeah,
they'll know you're thinking it.
No, I was in the. I think I didn't realize. Like, I bought the tickets. I was in the Manchester United section, so yeah, it wouldn't have been fun. Yeah. So Arsenal Misfit says he doesn't think Tony or Eddie suit our high press. Well, Eddie, I know definitely doesn't. But here's the thing, Tony, if he doesn't fit the high press game, the one thing he will do for us, I believe, probably score more goals, put himself in position to score more goals. So for me, I think that's the whole thing. Like when we would talk about Pepe, he's not doing much, but once in a while he gives you that goal opportunity, and that he's going to take, pass, shoot, or whatever. So I think Tony's a little bit higher percentage of that would happen. Stefan was laughing at me, or with me. Yeah, I'm with Tom. It's a friendly. Who cares? You would say that, Brownie, because you don't understand the process. You just want players to just go in there and just start playing football having not practiced. Makes no sense, Brownie. Makes no sense. It's a glorified practice is what it is. but it's against somebody else. So they don't have to listen to the coach and play a certain way. So you're off to Calgary. Have a good night, Steven.
I mean, I used to, they say, what, game time is the best practice, right? But I used to disagree with a guy I used to coach with about certain, like we were coaching 11s, and most of these kids, they weren't professional, they were just kind of like just having fun. But for me, with those kids, it was all about the practice reps. But for professionals like these guys, the game reps, what it really feels like, the real fire is what matters for them, I think.
Yeah.
So all these tune-up games do have an impact, at least I think, on your mentality going into the season.
Yeah.
Not about the result, but show me what you got, because you're going to lose games. It could happen, right? But show me that you're making the right reads, you're in your position properly, you're making the proper passes, making good decisions. Because there's so much playing going on in like calendar year now. I feel like it's easy for these guys to get switched off at times. And if you're not, focused, it can definitely. I don't think you can win a league starting the year out, but you can definitely lose it.
Yeah.
So.
I hear you. Yeah. And Brownie, if I want to talk about a player who might join and put him in the starting lineup, I could do that. What you going to say about it? What you going to do about it? There you go. Can't really gauge friendlies. Yeah, like I said, I want to see what players do. They gave us a little bit when Jesus came out and played in a friendly. I saw something there, so I'm going to say that they do show you stuff different than what you've seen before. You're hoping we get Leeds in the 4th round? Yeah. It's just have like Henry come in and play against Leeds. Mr. Tom would love that, especially if he scores. Yeah. So if you check out Brownie with the Rangers watch along. Go ahead. What did you say, Mr. Tom? Did you just go mute on me? What's going on?
No, I was going to say that would be a pickle, wouldn't it?
That would be.
Yeah. Dill or kosher?
Sliced or diced? Or whole?
Mm-hmm.
Spicy or not spicy?
Deep fried?
Or plain?
He's not playing this game. Havertz isn't a bench player under our yeah, well, if he brings a player in that position, he's gonna at least push him into a different role. Yeah. No, you're right, Brownie. That's why if Alvarez comes, I would like it. But how does that affect our midfield? Yep, football is coming. Nelson, it's just all hearsay with the Nelson. I don't know if he's going anywhere. They're saying that they want to keep him, so it sounds like they would keep Eddie. So yeah.
Well, that tells you they want to get rid of either or.
Yeah.
And I hate to say like, oh, we can't buy anybody unless we sell one of those. That would be the worst case scenario. But I mean, if you really think about it, that left back position last year was such a revolving door.
First three games, 3 different left backs.
Yeah, I mean, if we're honest with ourselves, that was probably the biggest need in the offseason, was trying to figure out that left back position. As much as we want to say winger and midfielder, that left back position was prime. So
yeah, I made a little money, but I did it through the ticket agency, so I didn't like go on the side, go outside the stadium selling it. Yeah, it should be a good game. Yeah. All men are created equal. Some work harder in the preseason. There you go. I believe that. I believe you practice the way you play. I don't think you can just turn it on for a game. That's why I think the NFL looks the way it does, because they don't practice the way they play, because for safety reasons. So when they go out there to make a tackle, it might be the first time they've hit somebody in a month. So.
The best player in the world could turn it on whenever. Michael Jordan.
But you're talking about 1 in a million, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But not 1 in a million play on the court and on the field at that time.
That's 100% right.
Yeah. No, I sold it through Ticketmaster, Brownie. So there you go.
I don't have a regret not going to the preseason games. I know that's going to be controversial, but yet so brave.
I would have gone to it if the timing, if it was like for example, Philly would have been easy to go to on a weekend. But
yes,
the fact that it's like Philly's easy to go, it's like an hour and a half, 2-hour drive, easy. I would have just taken the train though, just because, you know, I can take an Uber from the train station because I'm going to be drinking. Right.
So I think we probably still would have done the train station, but because the rugby match happened, we went to that instead. So
yeah. Yeah. Left back and left 8, 2 biggest priorities. Left 8. I think we got a left 8 if Calafiori, if it works out for him, because I think he can play both left back and left full center back. So there you go. So you know, so right there, if Timber plays, it pans out. When Timber plays, you can have Calafiori play. I don't think that's a step back there on the left side. You know, if you had to. And Colonel doesn't have to pirate Football Manager Premier League anymore. I guess that's good for you. Going legit, it seems. Yeah. Look out for the Arsenal America events, though. Yeah. You know what's crazy is I would like to go do those watch-alongs at the bar, but I enjoy doing the watch-alongs at the house.
So it's funny you mention that. So I literally had a conversation with a buddy about Arsenal America, not dogging it, but his experience is every time he does anything Arsenal America and meets people, it always becomes this measurement contest where like people try to like, well, I know this much and I've been around since X. Maybe it's an American thing, but I feel like there's like this justification of our fandom. That's his experience.
Oh.
I mean,
most people know more about football than I do, so I'm all right with that. So yeah, you win if that's the case, all right? Like if I want to talk about football, just ask Mr. Tom. He'll have the answers. He knows a lot about this thing called football, even though he plays like he doesn't know anything. Yeah, you. Yeah, I gave you some praise, man. Enjoy it. Take it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know why fans are getting mad at Adu? Because they're looking at other teams making deals. We're like we're looking for a specific, you know, we're looking for someone with a specific set of skills. Right? And we have rules that we follow. That's the problem. We have rules. So that's the other part to this whole thing. Arsenal have rules. Everybody else does things a little bit loose. They're a little bit loose. What's a left day? I've never heard of this before. There you go. You want to give an explanation, Mr. Tom?
I have no idea what left 8 is. I don't know what half the colloquial names for positions are now. Like when they're like, oh, our club doesn't have a 9. We haven't got a natural 9. I don't know what that means apart from number on shirt. Just, I think of positions as in Football Manager, like attacking midfield or defensive midfield. Things like that. Like when people are like, oh, we haven't got a natural number 5 or whatever.
It's creative.
I don't know what that means.
Is it creative midfield?
I don't know.
So it's just attacking.
10. A cam is a 10. A CM is an 8. A CDM is a 6.
Yeah.
So technically we have 2 8s that play. We have Odegaard and then Rice or whoever. So
yeah. No, you know, the one thing I hope is that Rice gets a little bit more daring in his passing. It's all right to make the pass first time. You don't have to wait for things to change. That's kind of what I see there. Yeah.
I don't know what that means either, Brownie. But my only answer, I think, was it's a film that Will Ferrell was in.
Oh, you're looking at all his questions. Yeah.
Yeah, my apologies. It's the latest one.
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to catch up here. I thought I caught up, and then all of a sudden, a whole load of them came in. Yeah. No, I don't think I would like going to a place where I have to tell them like the history of football and Arsenal back in the '70s when I don't remember it because I was little, and then I left it 10 years later, so I have no clue what happened between what is it, 81 and basically 2012.
I'll give you something else, Gary. I've been a Broncos fan for a long time in my life, but I'm guilty because I didn't study a lot of the Orange Crush defense from the 70s. Now, granted, I wasn't alive, so why would I be expected to study that?
Yeah.
But as embarrassing as it sounds, I didn't know much about Randy Gradishire until recently.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah.
Tom Jackson I knew, and all those guys, and Floyd Little, Haven Moses, Craig Morton. I knew a lot of those guys, but I just didn't really study the 70s Broncos. So like I'm big time Bronco. I haven't missed a game in a long time, but it's impossible to know everything about your football team, sport, or whatever you follow. It's just impossible.
Yeah. No, I went. I think I've gone to multiple different events. I was in when I met up with Mr. Tom and we went to the Leeds match. Everybody there is probably like eat sleep. They know the Leeds back and front. I didn't feel out of place because I didn't know football and I definitely didn't know Leeds. You know what I mean? So it's all about having some fun with your friends. They don't need to know more than you to, know more than you to be part of the gang. All right. Plus, I don't have a good memory anyway, so I'm not going to read something, remember it, and then be able to say, look, I know about this stuff. I need to see it, then I need to see it again. So that's how I work.
There you go. I got one for you. Nick Saban's dad, Lou Saban, coached the Denver Broncos. Nobody needs to know that.
Nobody needs to know that. Yeah.
But there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we talk about something else than Arsenal, Colonel? I don't know NASCAR, and I don't know. And in basketball, I can talk basketball, but I don't. I like Arsenal. I don't know. I can talk football. You guys don't like it when we talk football, American football, that is. So there you go. What's an anchorman? Then you know who an anchorman is? When it's a game, right? And you got about 4 people, and you have a keg and a pitcher, right? And everybody gets to drink as much as they can on the pitcher, and the last man is the anchorman. And if you want to piss him off, you just take a sip. Everybody takes a sip, and an anchorman has to finish off the pitcher. Those are some great games back in the days. But we don't do that anymore. We're adults now. We drink with glasses. I don't know if that's what he meant by anchorman, but that's what I remember from college. What's a sweeper? It's a brush, dude. You never seen the chimney sweeps? Come on, you know this stuff, Brownie.
In the Navy, they call it sweepers, man your brooms. That's true.
Double pivots. Tilt, good words these days. Double pivots. That was like somebody that can bend their hand 2 ways. Is that what that means? Oh, that's double jointed. Probably something else. A false 9. Is that like an 8?
It's a center. Never mind. Tom looks really upset that this has been a serious show. I can feel it in his face.
I've been trying to get him engaged, but he's been probably working on his show.
He doesn't have Tony to make him irritated today.
It's funny you should say that. He's irritated me quite a lot in the last half hour. So
he's not even on the show.
Yeah.
No, I know. I know what's going on right now.
Well, I didn't see him post something, so I thought that he said when he said he could be in and out. I didn't think he meant you.
He's watching wrestling, Gary.
But he meant the show. Oh. A false 9 is a player who wears number 10. So there you go. I thought it was an 8. And then Brownie's going to give me an explanation on what an anchorman is.
It's Ron Burgundy. That's what an anchorman is. Okay.
There you go. See?
And the other answer is wrong.
There you go. There you go. And then he's gonna give me a sweeper. There you go. Brownie has his way. Hey, things change, dude. You didn't even know what YouTube was. Now you're using YouTube and you are having fun with it. So if you want to go old school, you should start going back to your pigeons and sending your messages that way, buddy. If you want to communicate, all right? So it's all right to use YouTube, but when we talk False 9, I don't want to hear about it. I'm old school. No, you're not. You use YouTube. You enjoy it. You love it. I see it. Every day you post something. Enjoy the technology. Enjoy the change. Come on. I've heard people talk about field tilts. So, yeah, Mr. Tom, do you guys talk about field tilts and ball recoveries and such?
I've seen the stats on it, but sometimes I just think the colours look really nice on the graph. Maybe, like because sometimes they're white with leads. Sometimes that might even be like the fruit salad colour for the away kit last season. Like, and depending on the other team, you get some really nice combinations going.
There you go.
But in all seriousness, couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where sometimes it's like too much information that doesn't, did you win the game though at the end of it? No. So the 90% field tilt meant absolutely nothing, right? Yep, it meant nothing. Yeah. So, Mr. Tom, what is the away color this year for Leeds?
Yellow.
Oh, yellow. Okay. Are you going to get it?
I might ask Santa if he could bless me with the away kit on my birthday.
Very nice.
Which is around Christmas time.
There you go.
In case people wonder why I'd end up hopefully with both kits.
There you go.
I don't have a lot in life, but I have my Leeds United kits.
That sounds cool. You know what? It's whatever makes you happy is what I say. If you like the kits, then that's what you do. I think I spend enough every year on watching sports, and that brings me joy. So I like watching sports and talking about it. So yeah, I love stats on sports, but field tilt is not a stat. I thought, yeah. Yeah. No, I hear you, Brownie. I thought you were kidding. I figured you knew all this stuff because you follow the football the way it's been spoken about and just talked about on the screen. So, yeah, yeah. What rules are changing? Do we know what rules are changing in football?
No.
Are they going to just like maybe implement the rules? Like, is that what they're going to do? How about you just follow the rules?
It's my
The
experience
automated
that people
offside,
tend to
right?
complain when the rules are actually enforced, rules that have existed for a while. But what do I know?
What do you say, Mr. Tom?
Aren't they doing automated offsides this year or something like
Oh, very true. So they don't have to. I kind of like that. They don't have to worry about lines, I guess. So it should give them more time to screw up elsewhere.
that? Anything that involves a human being's interpretation of a rule is a opportunity for something to go wrong.
Very true. We are human beings can make mistakes.
That's true.
That is
Very much true.
That is true. That is true. And the more humans you add to it, the more mistakes occur. Hey, this is your job, and then they don't do the job. But you tell a computer to do it, and you program it correctly, and it probably will do it more times than not.
Yep.
Yeah. So I've always wondered, right? Our text on a what? I don't want to. I don't know the joke. I'm not getting it.
Just remove the X and put an I in there, and you've got the question.
Oh, I thought you said Texan. I was like, I don't get it. I'm missing something here. All right. Well, they're not. Oh boy. All right, we're moving on. Yeah, yeah. I do look at sofa score, but I like watching the game. And then I can use sofa score afterwards to either back up or dispel what I thought I saw. So I don't know. That's what I do. Yeah, I bought, was it last year? I think I bought the home and one of the away kits last year for a good price. But I barely wear them, and that's my problem. So it's like I get them, and I'm like, and I'm only gonna wear them on game days. And then I forget to put them on, so then it's like, what? So
Yeah, I usually get all three and the goalkeeper, but this year I think I only got the goalkeeper in the home. Actually, 2 years ago I didn't get the home, the one with the collar, because I just didn't like it. But
that is one thing that's nice about the championship, no VAR. So you can scream at the call that was missed, but then that's all you can do because it was missed.
If it got yeah, like to be fair, I was pissed when we drew at Rotherham. That alone is a reason to be pissed. But we scored in near injury time, and it got chalked off for offside. In hindsight, yeah, Patrick Bamford was a bit offside, but in the moment, I was furious. But still, you've all been there, especially in the VAR age. You've all been there, but at least I thought the call was wrong. Turns out it wasn't. Old man's up. I was wrong. How? Fuck me! What a surprise! Admitting you're wrong. What a concept. People should learn from that. Not naming no names. And anyway,
I don't know.
Anyway. The point is, right? But at least it was wrong in the moment, and you didn't have to wait 5 minutes for then the ref to turn around and go, "Oh yeah, no, you know what? No goal." But now we're going to get. I've wasted 5 minutes of your time, but I'm actually going to only add 3 minutes of injury time. So you're still 2 minutes worse off than you originally would have been.
Yeah. No, I go back to the correct mistakes, like legitimate mistakes. Like you say, there's a handball, the ball never touches the hand. You know what I mean? That kind of like mistake. Like saying somebody's offside by 1 inch, I don't think is a mistake. You know what I mean? All right. I don't think it's like how can somebody where there's no contact, but because the defensive player puts his foot in there, the offensive player jumps over it, do you then call a foul on that? But then when there's contact, it just gets analyzed totally differently. I don't get it. Like if you can see that, you can see a lot of things, that they miss. So, you know, so I feel like if you can, and that's like intent, right? The defender comes in there strong, offensive player avoids the contact so they don't get hurt, and the foul is called. So that means you're actually evaluating whether or not it was a hard challenge, not even a tackle because they never even touched, but a foul is given. I don't get how that works, but then they can't do the other stuff because it might it's beyond them. We need technology for it. I don't know. I think I'm rambling, but Colonel Ward wants. Oh boy, jeez. Sorry, did I put that up?
No, I'm not. No.
You wanted to do it. I know you wanted to do it.
I considered it. I considered it for half a second. And
no, you did. You did. No. Yeah.
You know why? Because you don't get to bring up Thierry Henry and then think I'm going to dance to your jokes, boy.
Hey, you loved Thierry. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on. 90 for a shirt. Yeah, how do you do that? Like you do that every year, right? You're talking about getting 3 of those, or 2 of those every year.
The trick to it is not getting the name and number on the back.
So is 90 with a name on the back, or is 90?
No, that
Yeah, no,
90s.
yeah,
Yeah.
It will be put like it's silly little details and how you get the money. Like, do you want your Premier League badge on there? Like, oh, it's not gonna be authentic enough if I don't have my Premier League badge on it. It's like, yeah, but it will save you £10.
Yeah, it's not. I don't like. Look, they're playing in the Premier League. I don't need a badge to prove it.
I mean,
watching.
that sounds dumb, but I mean, to me, the football kits are the cheapest of the jerseys of any of the sports I follow. Easily, it's not even close.
Premier League ones.
Yeah, I mean, the investment wise, because I will give Luton Town props because they were absolutely like, we're not putting a new shirt out. And I think that's the right way to go. But again, if Adidas is giving, I think we talked about this a couple of Saturdays ago, me and Tom did. But if Adidas is giving you $60 million a year, they expect you to pump out a shirt, or we're going to give you a new design because we got to make a return on our investment. So, I mean, a Major League Baseball jersey right now is like $175. That's with the name on the back. And I can guarantee you that some of those guys on the Orioles might not be there in 5-6 years because we don't have that kind of money. But hockey jerseys, $300.
Yeah, I bought a hockey jersey. Got me on the ice. So my friend got free tickets to a playoff match. So I bought a jersey. Had a lot of fun, and then we went back for the next round, which was because I actually like playoff hockey. I don't know what it's like during the regular season, but playoff hockey, yes, I will. Yeah, if somebody said what playoff match should I go to? Go to playoff hockey. Go to playoff hockey.
So yeah, I think that's like Vargas said, the shirts are memories. I have a couple of those yellow and black ones that we wore last year, but me and the missus went and saw a game on that, so it's like, we actually went to that one. So that one is as hideous as some people say it was. I liked it, and if another couple come available, might get another couple before it's all said and done. But that's because there's a memory with it, right?
True.
So
True. Yeah.
But
Cardiff kickoff early on Saturday. Ah, there you go. Wait. Doesn't Leeds play early, Mr. Tom, on Saturday too, or are they playing each other?
Yeah. We play at 12:30. Everyone kicks off at the same time.
Oh, that's right. You said okay. That's right. All right.
In the UK time, 12:30.
Yeah, it's like 7:30.
That's games on the Friday night, but the Championship all kicks off at 12:30, and I believe League One all kicks off at 5:30 because every game's televised in England, and so obviously you can't do it between. I think it's 2:15 and 5:15 is the law.
Weird.
But still.
Yeah. No, it's kind of cool on a Saturday sometimes when I can sleep in and I can watch football in bed, and then I can go downstairs and I have my coffee and I get ready for the show. So cool. He was offside or not? Never admit to being wrong. It's a weakness. There you go. There you go. We're not in the championship anymore. Not in Kansas anymore. Yeah. Now you know what? They say football is it's not a contact sport, but you have two people running out of football. They're gonna hit each other once in a while. Trying to get to the ball first, trying to stop a player who's running head down towards your goal. You gotta protect your goal. At some point, they're gonna touch. Let's just say that. Yeah. No, I agree with you on some of that, Brownie. Like when a play goes down and they're grabbing all these parts of their body and then they get up and they run off. I'm like, dude, they're making a mockery of you and the sport, right? Yeah. Ooh, 6 hours to travel. Yeah. I don't know about that. Go back to Ambrose and Kappa and Hummel. Huh? I know the Kappa one. The Kappa one's got is it the two people sitting back to back? Band T-shirts for £90, Stefan? Never heard of that. Wow. Oh, you would rather buy band T-shirts. Okay, got it. Oh, Colonel. Oh, cool. That's right. I just want to get, yeah. I got a hoodie. I've got a hoodie. I've got a jacket. I got a couple of tops. So long sleeve movement. I like the long sleeve because we're playing in the wintertime. I like the hoodie. I want to get a. I like the thin hoodies though. I want to get a thin hoodie that's big because I'm a big guy. All right.
Dick's Sporting Goods was selling the training polos, I think, at discount. You know, a collar shirt for $44. So, like, I'll probably end up getting that because I can wear it to work. But I think this year, I'm looking at the third kit. I don't like the away kit because I don't understand the white in it. I think it would look good as a solid black with just the red and green. If it comes at a discount, I'll probably get it. But I'm not going to go out of my way on that one. And I can't remember what the third one looks like right now off the top of my head. But
yeah, I don't know what it looks like at all. Yeah.
But I think our home this year is pretty good.
It's all right for me. I mean, I kind of almost feel like it should just be red and that's it, right? Yeah, just I don't know. They're always gonna do. I mean, I don't like blue in it. So, 55 pounds for a band T-shirt. Wow, doesn't it cost that a lot for the Stones these days? As it is, all right. Dead T-shirts. Yeah. All right, people. We were almost at the 90-minute mark. I think we talked some football. We talked a lot of stuff. We'll probably get into a lot more football, especially coming up next week when we'll see some real football for those who will be watching. I mean, Mr. Tom will have something to say, I think, because Leeds would have played by then, and all of the championship would have played. Huh?
It's likely.
It's likely you would. Well, you know, it all depends, yes, on the result.
That is fair.
If they win by a bit, he'll be happy to talk. So yeah, let's get. I guess we're gonna get out of here. I think we've said our lot. And all right, Spencer, let's start the outros.
Thank you everybody for coming by tonight and putting up with my nonsense and my ramblings. But yeah, Thursday, Full Nelson, Tom, lots to talk about. And of course, Saturday, the road trip. Everybody take care, enjoy your week, stay safe. And thank you for the new people that came by and hung out for a little bit.
Cool. Mr. Tom, what say you?
Yeah, thank you everyone that supported Gary on his YouTube endeavors. Thank you for stopping by.
Cool. Thank you, Mr. Tom and Spencer, for hanging out with me tonight. We'll do this thing every Monday. Gonna get more and more football as we see more and more football. I get less and less transfers as the window winds down. So yeah, looking forward to that. So we'll see you guys next week. I'll be back on Sunday with Mr. Tom. Be Saturday, be right after the game. So hopefully we get a happy Mr. Tom. But we will get an entertaining Mr. Tom nonetheless if he does decide to join us. We shall see. Hopefully it happens. But we'll be back. Everybody, anything else you want to say? Yeah. Subscribe, like, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Everybody say good night. See you. And we're out. And life is a journey.